I'm just admiring the beautiful view, deep divers, out here in the heart of nature, baby. I hope you are finding a nature spot today, somewhere with a lot of trees, some butterflies floating around. That's nice. That's beautiful, deep divers, right? That's amazing. That's all we need. All we need is a beautiful nature spot, and then we're happy. It doesn't take much to please deep divers. All I need, deep divers, is the air that I breathe. Getting high right now off that good ass prana, baby. Deep divers, breathe with me. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency, raising the vibration. Take that, take that, take that. Good ass energy I'm sending you, deep divers of planet Earth. I hope you are in good spirits, because this is the most important time of your life. Let's face it, deep divers, we're living in a whole new world. Like, what on earth is happening, right? And it is a time of great change on the planet. It kind of feels so weird, right? Right. Even the cat down the road feels it. Like, we're in a state of limbo. No one really knows what's going on, where we're going. Things are just changing, right? As I'm in nature every single day, deep divers, you become aware not only of your surroundings, but you become aware of who you truly are. As a clairvoyant, as someone who can see things that are hidden and into the unseen realms, there is so much happening most people haven't got a clue about. We're going to dive into it. What's happening? And they are not telling us. We got a whole lot to talk about, deep divers. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers in the heart of nature, baby. Look, it feels weird for a lot of people who have been messaging me. They're like, Ralph, it feels so weird right now. Like, I feel something crazy is about to happen. Isn't it already happening, deep divers? In a global pandemic? Global tyranny? Global circus show? Global stage show? This world is the Maya world. Like they told you in the Indus Valley. It's the illusion world. So I always say, you are on a stage show. Everything you see with these two eyes is a part of the illusion. And that's why I say I close my eyes so I can see. Slow motion this side. And I open the first eye. We live in a world so fake. The truth actually scares people. Ralph Smart. No, scrap that. I said, we live in a world so fake. Barbie seems real. No, scrap that. I said, we live in a world so fake. The cat down the road is like, this planet, what am I doing here? There are so many fake people on this planet. Don't worry, cat down the road. I got you. Deep divers, when you start to open your eyes to what's really going on, you start to realize that Most people are in a deep sleep. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? And when you start to wake up, you realize that everything you know is up for questioning. Everything you have been told is up for questioning. And that you can't expect any truth from out there. You can only expect truth from in here. If people truly knew their power, their real power, our time would be up. That's a quote from the Inorganic Ones. Let me say it again. If people truly knew their real power, our time would be up. You see, the Inorganic Ones, as I call them, control this entire matrix. But they can only keep it going with your consent. Because you, the 99%, have forgotten who you really are. So we can't just blame the Inorganic Ones. They can only pull this off with your ignorance. You see, their greatest power is your ignorance. Their greatest fear is that you wake up to who you really are and get your wisdom back. What's happening and they're not telling us? There is a deliberate dumbing down of the human population. And this has been in effect for the last 100 years through the fluoride in the water, calcifying the pineal gland, which prevents access to you seeing the truth of what is really going on, through mainstream media, which is designed to not tell you about what is really going on, but more to control how you think. Also, 7-Day Vegan Challenge is done through the foods that you consume, right? Why is junk food so cheap and real food so expensive? I wake up every single day with a whole bunch of grapes in my mouth. It's worth it, deep divers. Invest in your health today. But there is a deliberate dumbing down through the music, right? Think about all the music you used to listen to. Think about all the music you used to listen to growing up, designed to dumb you down. Also, through the entire society, everything is in reverse. And this is why a lot of people are disconnected, desensitized, because that's the only way the Inorganic Ones could pull this off. What's happening and they are not telling us? It was only supposed to be 2 weeks to flatten the curve. 6 months passed. 12 months passed. 18 months passed. And so on. And it seems like this New World Order is going on. That's because this was planned a long time ago. It was never meant to just be here and then go. No, this is meant to be here forever. And this is why they call this term the new normal. This is the new normal the Inorganic Ones want for you. And it's been in the works for a long time. Now, I told you about this in 2019, even before the global pandemic or the global tyrannical takeover. I told you, I warned you what was coming, and it's here. The New World Order Bush was talking about. This is it. And what is happening they're not telling you about is that this is just the introduction to the future, where they want human beings to be QR codes. They want human beings to merge with machine. They want human beings to merge with the Internet of Things. They want to hook you up to the mainframe, the AI, so you don't think for yourself and they can put whatever they want into your mind. Oh my gosh, Ralph, don't panic. Let love guide you, not fear. But I told you, so much is happening that so many people are oblivious to because they're too busy distracted on TikTok, on entertainment. All of these things were given to you by the inorganic ones to stop you waking up from the truth. Slow motion this side. What truth? What truth? That you're living in a dream world. A world designed to keep you asleep from who you really are. Now, when we look at this global pandemic, the mental health, as a psychologist, when we look at what we've been doing to children, their mental health, it's actually costing us more than the global pandemic itself. COVID anxiety syndrome, that's a new mental health disorder born out of this pandemic. So what is happening they're not telling us is that we are creating new mental health disorders with what we're doing on the planet. Depression rates are increasing. Suicide rates. People are more lonely than ever. So we have to wake up to the signs of the times. What's happening, they're not telling us. By the way, deep divers, shout out to all the deep divers who are the real whistleblowers. Because they're having like 60 minutes for that Facebook, so-called Facebook whistleblower. But we are the real whistleblowers, like Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters, and other people who have been dropping knowledge day after day. We are the real whistleblowers. Slow motion this side. But we don't need your 60 minutes special. We got nature special. That's the best, okay? What's happening, and they're not telling us. It seems if you were to just turn on the news, it seems that everyone is on board with this new world order and happy about it. No. You see, the plan of the inorganic ones is not going to plan, and this is why they're looking a little bit shaky, baby. They're looking a little bit shaky, baby. It's because the resistance is growing stronger. People worldwide are forming large groups, and they're forming this super strong resistance, and they are protecting their human rights, protecting their freedoms, not willing to go along to get along. This is what they're not telling us. Have you noticed, deep divers? The media never really cover protests in a truthful way. They always undermine it. They say, hey, a few hundred people turned up, when it was actually a few 100,000 people. So we're getting a very biased narrative from the mainstream media about what's really happening. But what is really happening is that millions of people are waking up. And they don't want you to know that. And if you're watching this video, you're one of those people. Now, December 21st, 2020, we had the Great Conjunction. Jupiter, Saturn, conjunct, meeting each other. Jupiter represents love, freedom, expansion. Saturn represents the matrix, fear, confinement. Now, this great astrological event signified the great cosmic reset. This is where human beings now come into a greater state of awakening. And this is why around that time, people were starting to have their massive awakening. Now, the inorganic ones knew about this. And this is why at that same time, that's when the shots rolled out, right? Because they had to do something to suppress the awakening. Because they knew their time was up. And that's why they called it the Great Reset. But before the Great Reset, there was the Cosmic Reset. So this Cosmic Reset is still here. And this is why this is the most important time of your life, because this is the time where you get to pierce the veil of the illusion. Just like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, you get to go behind the wizard's curtain and realize you're living in some ridiculous cheap set B-movie tacky carnival funhouse. Slow motion this side. And the whole thing is a big lie. This is what's happening. They're not telling us. Many people are going behind the wizard's curtain. You see, the internet was designed to actually help us all communicate. But now they're trying to censor the internet. And this is why when you censor something or someone, when you stop people posting what they want to post on Instagram, on YouTube, and all of these things, it creates an underground where the truth gets out even more. You don't want to censor people because it does the opposite thing. As a psychologist, I'll tell you. When you tell someone you can't speak about this or you can't do this, now people get even more hungry for the knowledge and the information. And this is why it backfired. Their plan backfired. Like big tech trying to censor people only made the truth louder. Slow motion this side. When you're trying to hide something, people want to know, what are you trying to hide? Oh, the truth. What's happening? And they're not telling us. When you realize, deep divers, right now on the planet, we're seeing how artificial intelligence is changing how we live in a good way, but also in a negative way of control. What they're not telling you is that they want a world without you. They want a world where AI runs everything. What they're not telling you is that this was all done by design. So if you look at the world in a bird's eye view, you start to realize if you go into the supermarket, there are no people. There are only self-service machines. This is the future they want for you, and they're not telling you about it. You see, human beings were designed to be loved. Computers were designed to be used. And iPhones, right? The problem with the world is that computers and iPhones are being loved and people are being used. Slow motion this side. But what they're not telling you is that they're bringing you into the mainframe so they can lock you out of it at any time. And this ties into the social credit score. Just like in China, if you do certain things that is not what the authoritarian dictatorship wants you to do, you get points taken off you. You can't do certain things in society. Well, this is where they want to move the world towards, a social credit score, and they're not telling you about it. Now, I want to tell you this, deep divers. The reason why I told you this is a great time to be alive, it's because millions of people are reclaiming their freedoms, reclaiming their powers. And a lot of people are losing trust in the media, in the establishment. And this is what they're not telling us. Like, you would just think that everyone is just happy with what's going on. No. So many people are outraged. In Australia, they're having protests every single week. People are unhappy with everything that's happening. And when you are unhappy, when you are frustrated, beautiful things can be born out of that. It can lead you into a greater awakening. And this is what's happening that they're not telling you about. That right now you have people linking up with other people, creating new communities. A new earth is being birthed out of this. And right now, the inorganic ones, they have this great rush to separate human beings. And you're seeing it between those who have had the shots and those who haven't. And now you can't go into certain restaurants in LA right now if you haven't had it, right? So they're creating this division. But what they're not telling you is that with this division, it only means that those who are awake and aware, it's just a greater confirmation, and they are going to connect more with each other. But also, when you see that people are now starting to become clever, do their own research, young people are starting to wake up. And this is what they're not telling us, that a lot of young people are refusing what they are being offered. Is making the inorganic ones look a little bit shaky, baby. And this is why they don't know what to do right now. Because the young people are not falling for the BS. They're refusing to drink the Kool-Aid. So I want to tell you this, deep divers. Love always wins in the end. Lose your fear today of everything that's happening. Reality is nothing more than what you think about consistently. Imagine this new world order that you want to live in with your friends and family, and it will manifest. This is what they're not telling us. This is what they're not telling you, that your mind is the creator of this reality. So keep envisioning your world and not theirs, and it will manifest. Slow motion this side. And then you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? There. Beautiful deep divers. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. Raising the vibration. Shout out to everyone who's been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, with a whole lot of heart who wants to model the clothing, go and buy some. Let me know why you have what it takes to be an Infinite Waters model, okay? Add me on Instagram, Deep Divers, for more daily inspiration at Ralph Smart, at Official Ralph Smart, and Facebook at Ralph Smart, at Infinite Waters, and Snapchat at Good Ass Prana, baby. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more powerful, life-changing information just like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. I'm protected, deep divers. And I want to remind you, you are also protected when you let love guide you, not fear. We are the power. We always will be. And we've got this. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You! Just breathe. Stretch your arms out, deep divers. Did you do that today, by the way? Peace.